yesterday, we were actually tracking a tornado warning at this exact time. Now things are much quieter across the area today, but we did pick up some really good rainfall totals all the way from Blanco and Gillespie County, stretching up towards Williamson and even northwest Austin there. And of course, Milam County got a lot of rain yesterday. Radar estimated totals about 3 inches for a lot of these places, but our actual totals were also close to 3 inches for many places. So you can see Bastrop upwards of 3, more like 3.5 there. Page, Texas also getting above 3 inches too. Stonewall and then Balcones as well as Dale, Texas, all coming in with about 2 or 3 inches with our highest precipitation totals from yesterday. Now starting off today, things are looking really nice. 73 degrees both at Camp Mabry as well as the airport. Dew points are a little bit up there, but it should feel much better than yesterday. Of course, if you don't like the rain, most of us sitting now in the 70s, especially towards the south, and some areas like Georgetown still sitting at a cool 64 right now. As we head into the day, we do still technically have some rain chances on tap. They will come in a little bit later on this afternoon, sitting about a 10 to 20% chance. So most of us will see a very dry, pleasant day across our area. Back to you, Jenny.
All right,
the midweek here. So a really just nice look over Austin. It is a bit humid out there. So if you're stepping out the door, just be aware that, it might get a little bit sweaty a little bit faster. We are tracking the potential for some isolated storms today as well as Thursday. We do have some potential too. Now things are going to be really nice as we head into this weekend, actually potentially below average temperature wise. So it should feel really, really nice. And we are going to progressively get much drier as we head into this next couple of days. Now things are looking good from our Westlake Hills cam. Downtown Austin also looking very good. 73 degrees right now, so very comfortable as you step out the door right now. We even have some areas still sitting in the 60s. Georgetown at 64, that's matching Burnett as well. Blanco at 72 and all the way up to 75 for Luling and 76 down there towards LaGrange as well as San Antonio. As we head through the day today, we are going to see that northeasterly wind continue throughout our area. That's going to help out things across our area feel a little bit more comfortable. 86 degrees, maybe up to 87 or 88 for our high temperature today. And you'll see that there really isn't much rain coming in on this map. We do have the possibility of a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and this evening, but likely most of us will be dry. So 8 a.m. tomorrow, we work back in some clouds, and then you'll have to note that on Thursday, we do see the additional risk for some storms moving through. Now, most of this is actually going to dip south of us. You can see on kind of our larger scale model here that a lot of that is going to kind of dip down towards the San Antonio area and into South Texas and eventually exit over towards the Corpus Christi region. But a couple of those showers or thunderstorms could kind of clip our southernmost counties there. So for Wednesday, our storm outlook is going to be a marginal risk, the lowest risk for severe weather, with that chance for a couple of pop-up thunderstorms out there. And then again, you can see while we did see storms move through to the south of us, we will have a marginal risk down towards, actually dips below San Antonio, mostly just including Del Rio over towards the Corpus Christi area for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're in the clear as we head into the rest of our week. Friday and Saturday and Sunday, you'll see mostly dry conditions on the map there. Our weekend is looking superb. Low 80s, mostly dry, mostly sunny. It's going to be perfect to get out and about in Zilker Park or anything you want to do here around Central Texas. And this may be kind of your last chance to get to that, because next week we are trending very, very warm, potentially one of our first 100-degree days, or the potential for one of our first 100-degree days next week. So past Tuesday here, you can see how much we warm up heading Monday into Tuesday, 90 to 93 from that 82 on Sunday on Mother's Day. So things are going to get a 29 on your Wednesday. It's going to be a good day across Central Texas. We do have some small chance for a few isolated storms as we head into this afternoon. It's also going to be very warm outside. Here's a look at 5 p.m. Anywhere from 86, maybe up to 88 degrees for some of our neighborhoods neighborhoods today. Now heading overnight, we'll work back in some clouds, maybe kind of a humid day tomorrow, as well as we are tracking the potential for some rain too on our Thursday. Now the morning isn't going to be your issue. It's mostly going to be those evening hours where we see a conglomerate of storms kind of pass to the south of us here. Here's a look at 8 p.m. You can see some of those rumbles of thunder and heavier rains could clip our southern counties there, but most of this is actually going to dip to the south of Austin down towards Corpus Christi, Laredo, as well as the San Antonio region, and also is only under a marginal risk for severe weather, which is the lowest risk for severe weather. So we got kind of one more day that we have to track the potential for some active weather here in our region, and then we start to get into the weekend. So here's a look at that weekend forecast. It is going to be pristine this weekend. Mostly sunny skies, low 80s for those high temperatures, and the mornings are also looking very pleasant as well, anywhere from the upper 50s to about 60 degrees. So it is just going to be a picture perfect weekend, Jenny, but I will say soak up the sun this weekend and kind of those spring-like temperatures, because we've got some heat, some real Texas heat on the way. I'll show you that in just a few moments.
Oh boy, it is.
As we head into this afternoon, we are set to get much warmer today than yesterday. Yesterday, we only got to 67 degrees at the airport. That, I think, is our coolest day since all the way back in late March. So whenever we get that rain, it really cools things down. Right now, we're even seeing some cooler conditions up towards the north end, 64 in Burnett, as well as over towards Georgetown. But those warm temperatures are on their way. 73 here in Austin, 78 in LaGrange. That really bumped up from the last time we checked on them. Wind speeds anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout the day today. So not too blustery, but there will be some isolated breezes as we shift through this afternoon, but mostly really nice conditions. 4 p.m. you can see 85 degrees. That may climb all the way up to about 88 for the Austin Metro. And then as we shift into this evening, again, we have that kind of conditional risk for some thunderstorms, about a 10 to 20% chance. Again, we're looking at our storm outlook. They just updated this, actually cut us out of that marginal risk that we had for today, because I don't think we're going to see too much on the map as we shift into the afternoon. If we did see anything, it would be mostly down towards those coastal plains and areas like Hayes County as well in the south. So tomorrow we do have to watch for active weather once again. This is mostly going to be to the south of our area. I showed this a little while ago, but you can see 7 p.m. on Thursday, we start to see that area of storms move past the Del Rio region. That could clip a couple of our southern counties, Gillespie, Blanco, as well as Hayes County. But most of that weather will be headed down to the south of us towards the San Antonio region. Now, let's look at the upper air pattern for the next couple of days. This is pretty interesting. So our low out here that's over Dallas in the middle of the country here, that's actually going to cut off, kind of sink down towards the coast of Texas here in the next couple of days. This is going to be Sunday, and it's actually going to cause some sinking air, some actual dry conditions for our forecast here as we head into this weekend. But unfortunately, that eventually is going to kind of get sucked up into the east there, and then we're going to watch this. So warming, we start to build that dome that we talk about sometimes in the summertime here, and we are expecting to see above average temperatures as we head into next week. So please take advantage of what we got going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Things are looking really, really nice for this weekend. And then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we start to warm things up very, very quickly. Wednesday, some of our forecast models actually have 100 degrees on them. So we're getting to that time of year where we're kind of watching and waiting for that first 100-degree day. Here's a look from the National Weather Service, our 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. We're expected to be 60 to 70% above average. So we're pretty sure we're going to see well above average temperatures as we head towards next week. So again, take advantage of this weekend. We've got Mother's Day on Sunday, 82 degrees.